On this episode of Brotherly Love, we are going to touch on the different groups we have here on campus under the Institute of Inclusion and Equity. We're going to talk about what it is like being in groups like these at a PWI and what the reaction was to each event.
Our goal for the rest of the year is to promote brotherhood amongst men, regardless of race or color. We don't want it to be divided like black men do this, white men do this. We want everyone to be unified together. So that's our goal. This is our first event. It went pretty well, but we'll meet the following Sunday to talk about the next event and how we can improve the crowd.
What do you all think? What does it mean to be professional? Yes, and please tell me your name again.
William Clemens. So I think being professional is being open to communicating and communicating effectively. So that could mean like, speaking what you want to say clearly and also listening very carefully so that you know you're getting your message across and that the other person is receiving.
What event did you just attend?
So I just attended the Ursinus Brotherhood Alliance event for Tying Ties. We talked all about professionalism. We had some great conversations about like how your background affects your perception of the world and how you want to be perceived by others. So we talked about what you should wear to interviews, what you should wear on the job, how you can bring your identity into your style, and different ways that you can express yourself but also present yourself in a way.
So how did this event make you feel personally? Like, how was your interpretation of the whole event? Were you comfortable? Like, was it awkward for you? Was there any time that it was just not making sense to you? Like, tell me how you felt.
I mean, honestly, like sometimes there are a lot of like details you don't realize. Some things I grew up being taught. Sometimes other people were taught things that are differently, and it's cool to see different people's perspectives. But it's also really interesting to take a look at your privilege and how your identity is perceived by others, and how different people's identities and how they would like to express them can be viewed differently by different people. And so for me, sometimes it's uncomfortable to hear, like me as a white person and the things that I grew up to know and the style that I have. That's really receptive by a lot of people, but sometimes people from different backgrounds and cultures can have different ways to express themselves that aren't received in the same way, and so it's interesting to hear kind of from everybody.
My position as vice president for ALMA emphasized more of a community and a collaboration between groups on campus, cultures on campus, opinions, values, beliefs of different types of people on campus. So I feel like I am trying as hard as I can as my RA role, as any type of role that I have on campus, to try to connect people in a way where we can all understand each other and respect each other.
Thank you.